Last time, on Daughter of the Twilight, Daughter of the Light, our three heroes were joined by a tag-along, Ilia, on their way to the castle. They made their way across Hyrule and finally made it to the castle, where the young Twilight Girl finally revealed her name. Midna could hardly believe that the Twilight Girl had revealed her name. She had spent so much effort keeping her name a secret from her that she would have never expected the girl to reveal it so freely to some lousy human. But there was something strangely familiar about that name. She was sure she had never met anyone by the name of Aura before. It was so beautiful. She always remembered thinking that if she had ever had a daughter of her own, she would have named her Aura, simply because it was fit for a Daughter of the Twilight.
Oh yes, Lady Aura, my apologies. Her Highness has been expecting you. You're quite late, and it seems as though you've brought a few friends along?
This is Princess Midna, who has traveled far from her kingdom to speak with your princess, for she is very good friends with her.
Aura motioned in the direction of Midna. She was a lot more polite to this guard than she had been to Midna.
This is Link, our bodyguard and also a good friend of your princess. And this is Ilia. She's just a tag-along.
Ilia shot a nasty look at the young Twilight Girl. She and Link hopped down off of Epona and left her with the guard. The quartet then made their way past the guard and into the castle. When they finally reached the throne room, they were greeted cordially by Princess Zelda.
You're late.
Sorry about that. There were some knots in our plan. They've been straightened out, though, now, for the most part.
For the most part?
We've got a tag-along.
So it appears.
Zelda looked behind Aura and saw Link, Midna, and Ilia.
It's good to see you two again. And it's nice to meet you.
She curtsied and motioned for the party to come closer.
I had only arranged for there to be rooms for 3 of you to stay, but I suppose I could make some arrangements of some sort. Or perhaps 2 of you wouldn't mind sharing a room.
Ilia grabbed hold of Link's hand. Midna tried to hold back the hint of jealousy that was bubbling up inside of her. Aura was trying not to make faces in disgust. Then Link said,
Ilia and I can share a room. I mean, I can sleep on the floor or something. It won't really bother me. And we've been friends since we were very little, so it'll be fine for both of us.
Aura winced and turned her head quickly to face Princess Zelda, as if asking desperately for her to say no. But she was soon to be disappointed. What Zelda's reply was,
As you wish.
Zelda had just taken 2 steps back out of the plan. The princess then dismissed the party to their rooms. Ilia and Link walked hand in hand to their room. Midna stayed behind a little while longer so that she could speak with Zelda, and Aura sat down and started to pout, refusing to go to her room until Zelda gave her an answer. When Ilia and Link were gone for sure and out of ear's reach, Aura began to speak.
What's going on, Zelda? Why did you let them share a room? The whole idea is to separate those two, not push them together. It's her fault I have to be here in the first place.
I'm sorry. I couldn't just say no. It would be suspicious. However, it isn't like they are sleeping together or anything. Link said so himself that he would take the floor.
Are you so naive? That stupid girl could pull anything. Everything we've worked so hard to pull off this far could end in vain this very night because of what you let happen. It's her fault that things get so messed up.
What do you mean it's her fault? What exactly have you been planning?
Aura looked up at Midna and crossed her arms.
You promised you'd tell me.
Well, I'm not from around here.
That's rather obvious. Of course you're definitely of twilly blood. I mean, just your skin colour, hair colour, and the way you're dressed. There is, of course, that whole deal with your eyes, but...
Midna was rather confused at what Aura was getting at. Aura sighed and rolled her eyes. She still refused to look Midna in the face.
That's not what I mean. I mean that I'm not from this time.
As the story gets stranger and more complicated, will Midna be able to handle the truth? Or will she cave under the pressure? Only time will tell in the next episode of Daughter of the Twilight, Daughter of the Light.